Hey everybody, welcome back to NAMM 2025. We are in the dungeons of the Anaheim Convention Center here. Absolutely, we're getting tied up shortly after this video is finished by Dinesh here, who's, anyway, so welcome to Andertons TV. Thank you for inviting us into this wonderful little man cave.
And it's good to see you again.
Pleasure.
We were just saying we saw you in Hollywood somewhere, and like, I don't know when it was, 18?
That was pre-COVID for sure.
1893.
1893.
Before COVID, and we'd done a trip to Sunset to go to a Guitar Center.
Yeah.
And we went, where's a little funky little music store over the road here called Mesa Boogie Guitars or something, wasn't it? So, and you were running that place.
Yeah,
And
man.
we decided that actually that was about the coolest guitar shop in Los Angeles, but it's not there anymore, and you're here now.
Yes,
So
we're here.
What happened there?
The events of, well, you know, when we did the whole, you know, when Gibson and us merged, we all came over to Nashville. Petaluma still in Petaluma, and they're doing their thing, and
Cool.
you know, so.
So you moved to Nashville as well, did you?
I moved to Nashville, yeah. So I've been there for about 3 years now.
Nice.
Yeah,
Clean air,
man.
Beautiful countryside.
Cold though.
I love a bit of
Yes, yes. It's a little cold right now.
A little cold, isn't it?
Yeah, a little cold. It's a little,
Like Florida.
From where we're at right
It's 9
now,
inches of snow in Florida.
it's
wasn't
like,
it?
whoa, you know.
Cool.
So.
Well, look, Dinesh is going to tell us about some new products that are being launched at the NAMM show. Mr. Pete's going to play them.
I'll try.
We've got some limited Les Pauls. We've got some double trouble stuff. We've got some acoustics. We've got some amps. But where do you want to start?
Well, you know what? I figured, why don't we start with the story here, the big story, which is the 1955 commemorative set here, NAMM guitars, right? So these are the Les Pauls introduced in the NAMM back in 1955. That was like the first time we saw these colors. And there's 5 colors. This is the Viceroy Brown. We have a Nugget Gold hiding around somewhere.
Nugget Gold.
But what you see here
or
is
Nugget Brown. The kind of nugget you're talking about.
well, man,
sake,
you know,
man.
depends on what region you're coming from, Lee. Come on.
It's all right.
How long has this video
so
been
this
going,
is
man?
what do you say? So 1955 was the first year that Gibson showed the Les Paul at the
They
NAMM
showed
show.
these particular models had debuted, right?
I know what the NAMM show in 1955 was like.
Man,
Lots
probably
of
like
suits.
Hello, I'm Mr. Gibson.
10
Yeah,
vendors,
well, I'm
like,
Mr.
maybe like 10
Anderton.
people, someone making kazoos, you know, in the corner. So on the back, you get a lightweight one-piece mahogany, you know, body there. So you get a little, you know, lineage on the weight there.
Oh man, these are
2-piece
beautiful.
maple top, Murphy lab aging, custom shop P90s. Chunky D neck, you know, and the 5 colors are only 70 units per color.
These are going to go in a heartbeat.
They're going to go in a heartbeat. They come with a lifting case. One of the main things, I was talking to Matt Kaler, VP of Product, the bridges are definitely more vintage, period correct. We've scanned them with the lasers and the Death Star.
Yeah,
to make sure that everything is accurate there.
Are the knobs painted to match
knobs
the
match.
That's the
color?
brown knob.
That's what they did back in that night, the 55 show. So inspired by car colors too, right? So this is the first time you've seen them back. The bridge, they call it a no-wire ABR, right? So it's going to be much more stable on these guys not moving around, the little saddles. We've also rounded the sides here. That's like very vintage correct from a bunch of old, you know, guitars that we've seen. And if you put your hand over that bridge, you're not going to really feel any. It's nice and smooth there. So we've kind of rounded that off a little bit too.
I do.
What color is that? What color is that?
That's the Viceroy Brown.
Yeah,
not the Nugget Brown.
I've never seen
him.
Viceroy
That's the
Brown. I mean,
Viceroy Brown.
I don't know
Viceroy.
what it's pretty dark lights in here. It's like a very dark bronze metallic fleck. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm slightly heartbroken by the fact that there's only, basically, I think, we're going to get one set, so we'll have one of each color. I'm going to see if I can pull some favors to get maybe another set. But as Dinesh just said, these are going to be gone in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah. What's the price would be? What do you think?
I don't know.
I believe
It
it's
doesn't
like,
matter, does it?
I don't think they're crazy expensive. As in, it's
No,
custom
no.
shop money, but not like stupid money.
No.
You'll have to go to the Andertons website to find out.
Link
There
to
you
the piece
go.
later
There you
as well.
go. And you know, one of the things is like, you know, we're here at NAMM.
Yeah.
We don't know if this is going to keep going or not. So it's something special to bring back. You know, bringing the
Yeah,
musicians,
cool
bringing
idea,
the
good idea.
vendors,
I
and
love
all
this.
the other usual suspects. So check this out for a second. This is pretty cool. We call these the 50s and 60s double treble Les Paul standards, right? You get the double white bobbins here, the double white classic bobbins on the pickups. I mean, so that's the first thing that pops out, right? Mm-hmm. So that's like a different look there. This has been requested for many years. It's finally back. The tops are double A figured maple tops, so you get the flame. Mm. Finishes are a little bit lighter too, so that really brings out that figuring, right? It's not going to be as red or dark as the usual standards, but it's everything that you know about the 60s with the slim profile neck and the Grover tuners. These are going to be limited to 500 for each color. So there's two colors in this: vintage cherry sunburst and the tobacco. 50s classic appointments there. Yeah. The neck profile's the main difference, bigger there.
Tuners.
Yeah.
Knobs, different. Right?
Burstbucker 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And then we call this the 61 R and the 61 T for the Burstbuckers. It's essentially a Burstbucker pickup though. So these will be limited to 500 pieces per finish, 2 finishes in each model here. Also coming in with the case, man.
The collectors obsess about the color of the bobbins, don't they?
They do.
Obviously, back in the day, they would have all had a nickel cover over them.
Yes.
And they'll all be like, oh, I've got the only one from 1960 that has like the zebra or whatever. It's like that. So would they have all traditionally been black bobbins and then the white bobbins came in later?
I think there was a little thing that happened later. I'm not 100% sure. We'd have to ask Matt or Mark for the historical stuff there. But it's one of those things where you've always seen guys upgrading their pickups to get that look, the zebra, or it's something like this. I think of Ace Frehley when he's got the 3 there.
Yeah.
This doesn't come with the smoke, but that's okay. It's fine. But these are really cool. It gives a little classic upgrade to that look there. I
like it. I like it.
So super excited about that.
I knew a couple of twins.
Shall I hold that while you grab an acoustic?
Something really cool here.
Oh yeah, acoustics.
I gotta go to acoustic for a second. J45 special.
The special, so J45 is just, J45, Hummingbird,
Workhorse
J200.
Instruments.
They're just like, they're up there with any of the most legendary acoustic guitars.
Absolutely, probably one of the most used in recordings, and we all know the Hummingbird. Everyone's familiar with these guitars. These are now coming in at a friendlier price point.
That's what I mean. So a standard J45 now doesn't leave you a lot of change out of about $3,000.
Right.
So it's like not everybody is going to be shopping at that level.
Now we're bringing it down to about 2.
Yeah, I was
going
to say, it's almost even almost less than that, I think, in the UK. And the specs of these are fantastic. It's really just a non-gloss version.
Yeah, it's a satin finish, right? You just got the satin finish.
Is this the nitro?
It's still nitro, still nitro, and they're all made in Bozeman still, Montana in the US.
Yeah.
You still get your Sitka spruce top and the mahogany back and sides there. Slim neck, still Grovers, but it gets you into the family. If someone's like, I need to get the job done, but I still want that quality and I still want that standard, but I mean, man, they're, I mean, that's a J45. So
yeah,
it's just something that we've been, people have been asking. You know how it is. We got to make sure we got to give the people what they want, man.
And I think Gibson have always kind of led the way with studio series in the past and stuff of going same factory, same materials.
Yep.
just try and find one or two of the appointments that we can remove that save a lot of money, but that don't necessarily make the guitar much worse.
Right,
you know,
right. And it's all the
kind of
visual
idea,
aesthetics that we're talking
Yeah.
about. Like, yes, there, you know, there's not the gloss finish and all that. But, you know, this is just a real straight ahead guitar, but still in that J45.
And tell us about the
realm.
other models that you're running in the special series.
Yeah, so now next, Pete is holding. No, I gotta do that again. So now we have the Hummingbird. You got that classic square shoulder design, a little bit more projection. You've got more volume with this guitar, more bass, more mid-range. Still the classic, you know, pickguard here. This is the satin here.
Is wine red a historically kind of accurate color for a hummingbird? Or
I don't think so. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it's a modern take on that.
You'd see that either as a cherry sunburst.
Yeah, more the
or
burst for that.
I like this
Yeah.
color. It's nice.
And are they doing it in the cherry sunburst, or is it just the wine red on the
I
special?
think there's a few other colors. Yes, there are. I don't have them right in front of me, but yeah, this is the vintage sunburst here, of course, and the wine red. But we do have another couple of colors coming out for that. So these will come with the soft case.
Cool.
You know, so it's just grab, easy to go. Acoustic cases can be a little bulky.
Yeah,
you know,
nobody
big.
needs a hard case.
But man, just put it in a bag and go. And this is what we're really excited about because, again, just more accessibility.
Any
everyone.
other models in the special? Is there, I don't know, a Dove or a Songwriter?
I think there'll be some other ones coming out. There might be an LOO that might be hitting.
I think you're right. You're right.
And these also have electronics, so you're still getting the LR bags, you know, pickup in there. So, you know, from the bedroom, Pete, you can take it to stage and sing that hit song.
From bedroom to stage. Normally,
I'm
it's from
in
stage
my
to bedroom.
bedroom.
Usually
What am I
accompanied.
doing?
Yeah, super excited, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right,
Don't
so
tell you.
are we moving from guitars to guitar amps now? Or have
We can totally do that,
I
yeah.
can't remember. Were there any other guitars to talk about?
I've got the Warren Haynes up there with the
what's
15
Please.
dB boost there.
I didn't know Warren Haynes was a P90 guy.
Everyone knows Warren, great player, government mule. We've got, the main thing I want to talk about here is we've got a set of noiseless P90s, man. Hum canceling.
Yeah.
Hum canceling. And that's huge because he does play with gain, you know. And then we've got a 15 dB boost here, clean boost. That could take a pedal off the pedal board.
Well, they need to be noiseless. If you're going to stick a 15 dB boost in there and you've got a little bit of hum.
I mean, you know, and he's playing through a Soldana or whatnot he's going to be using, you know. You've got your 50s vintage profile neck here.
Yeah.
You've got the vintage deluxe tuners. Maple top here on a mahogany body, and you've got the little battery compartment on the back.
Yep. Neatly
Just
done.
super great. I mean, we were playing this through one of the amps, and again, if you need a boost on tap, you know, it's one extra pedal off the board.
Yeah.
I love government mule.
You can use it especially when you're, you know, talking, when your singer's trying to talk to you in your band. Just turn that on.
Shut up.
I don't think I've ever seen a noise cancelling P90 before. I can't think of another guitar.
But Clapton had a single coil, so
Yeah, I've
he
seen
had the
noiseless
boost
single
in it.
coils.
There's
so
some
I guess
companies
it's-
that do aftermarket, you know, but it's nice to have it like on the guitar straight off the
that's
purchase
super
there.
cool,
Get all the premium electronics, you know, and orange drop caps and all that stuff. But yeah, just really cool to drive an amp with that thing. Really nice to have the hum
see the
canceling
top of it?
P90s.
It's really pretty, isn't it?
So are you.
Really nice there.
I like it. And it's almost like it's a lighter red than you. It's not like a wine red. It's like a
Lighter
faded
than a-
cherry,
yes,
isn't it? So
yes.
I don't think I've seen that color so much on Gibson before. Well, we'll have
Yeah.
a listen to that as well.
Yes.
Amplifiers now?
Amplifiers now. We've got the 90s dual rec behind you guys, the reissue there.
Monster.
Yes, this got announced just before the NAMM show, didn't it? Like that.
Yeah.
I guess it's, you know,
That's
the amp that
doing
started
really
a whole
well.
generation of new metal and other genres.
Yes.
But it has a daddy, right? We should go back and, because this is the big news.
There we go. So limited run here of only 200. That's going to come out soon. The Mark IIc++. So originally that was a mod, right? Guys that were buying this amp, players that were buying this amp, they want a little bit more gain. You know, there's a few special artists that have used that amp that have definitely, you know, put it on the map. It's pretty much the same amp, except you get the added gain on the amp. So you can still get your cleans and all that. Rather than being a mod, it's a dedicated circuit built to that mod in that amp. So if you wanted to get the 2C plus tones, you can get that, but you've got that extra gain stage there as well.
Just before we were filming, I don't know if you were joking, but you said, Master of Puppets tone is here, and then you just scooped the mid-range a bit more, and you were like, Black Album is here.
Other way around. So Master of Puppets scooped, and then just a little bit scooped up is the Black Album.
That's the myth, is it? That's essentially the difference between the two tones.
That classic, you know, those records, that amp, that band defining that amp, and of all the other players too, like all the, you know, the 80s hair metal guys and all that stuff that were using the amp. I mean, it was a classic staple. It's got that classic sound. You were playing it. I mean,
it can do much more, that amp. It's not just a metal amp or a gain amp. It can do clean tones, really. In the proper.
It's got a nice
tones.
big bold clean.
Yeah,
huge sounds. I don't want to say the term, you know, D style, but like there's some of those little things like floating around in there if you start exploring.
Well, that was didn't he just mod Fender amps really, because you couldn't get
the Princeton was the first thing that, you know,
up, and it was a Mark 1
the
and all
metal
that.
grill on the cab is so
legendary.
These will be coming back as well.
Yeah. Oh, really?
These will be coming back as well. So it's a half back cab. So the top is open. And the bottom is closed.
I love these cabs, man. They're so good.
The metal grill.
What speakers we got in here? Mesa Boogie.
Well, at the moment I've got two C90s in there.
Right. Okay.
Which is really what you would get in our combos if we were doing like a Mark style amplifier. Kind of around the realm of an EV type of thing that we were kind of going for. A lot of little scoop in the mid, a lot of top, a lot of bottom, 90 watt speaker. UK made Celestion in those, So
I remember them having EVs in them, and they were like so heavy, these cabs, you know, ridiculously heavy, but sound amazing.
So it's nice to see that thing back, you know, because we did a couple of videos where they were just in the background, and man, everyone's just like, are you guys bringing back those cabs? And it's like, well, you know, we'll see. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be coming out this year, and 200 pieces on that.
Hope you've enjoyed seeing the new stuff from Gibson at NAMM 2025. It's been lovely to catch up with you again. Like I say, I keep seeing you on YouTube, and I'm sure I know that guy from somewhere.
Exactly.
It's only when you said, I was the guy in the Mesa Boogie store, that I was like, of course you were.
Long time ago. It's great to see you guys again.
And also as well, great, you know, Steve, that many of you will remember from the Wildwood videos and stuff. He's at Gibson now, so I haven't seen him for years as well. It's almost like that is the joy of NAMM. It's like reconnecting with people you haven't
absolutely.
People come together.
They do.
Or they come together.
Right.
No.
Sorry.
Please like and subscribe, man.
Okay, please do, and we'll see you in another video soon. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Appreciate it.